What is the mind?
The mind is our perception of ourselves. It's the creator of our own reality, I guess.
Okay, very good. Is there an organ that you attribute that to?
An organ.
Yeah, in the body.
I guess stomach, because that's where we get our gut senses from, our
Okay.
intuition.
Okay. And that intuition, those
That's
sort
so
of,
to brain.
yeah. Wait, but isn't it the gut? That
Yeah, the gut, the centric brain.
okay, okay. And so that intuition, those are processing interpretive mechanisms happening in the gut.
Yeah, it's our nervous system. It's
Okay.
where we feel kind of when something's off or when something feels good.
Yeah. Do you think that do you trust that gut?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me more about that.
I trust that.
I've had instances where I've just walked into a room and the energies just felt off
Yeah.
and weird things have happened. Or I've had instances where I've met people and I've just instantly felt calm and relaxed in their presence. I think that, especially when I met my husband, I don't think love is kind of fireworks.
That's not your husband.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I don't think love is fireworks and drama and, intensity. I think it's kind of a real safe peace when you feel really at peace and you feel calm and you feel good and you feel protected.
Yeah, yeah. And you feel like you can totally be yourself and
Like,
okay, very good. Let me ask you one more question. What about people who say the brain is the soul? Why do they say that?
the brain, I think that I don't think anything can be quantified as one thing.
Okay.
I think everything kind of just works together.
Yeah, so the gut and the brain.
Yeah. And the heart, I think everything kind of just harmonizes and works together. We can't just isolate one thing and say it is, the all knowing of one thing.
Okay. All right, that's it. Great. Thank you very much.
What's the study do? Alexandra.
Okay, basically, you can just tell me whatever you like.
All right. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah. What's your name?
Alexandra.
Oh, no, his name.
Alexandra.
What's your name?
Alexandra.
Okay, very good. So tell us, Alexandra. We did an interview, but Fred didn't hit the record button.
Oops.
So we're giving Alexandra another chance. We're giving me another chance to be able to
Naz.
Just a quickie.
Naz.
and Naz.
Naz,
Yeah.
fine. Just a quickie. Yeah, let's do it.
So tell us about the mind.
Well, I think the mind, we can't just be reduced to the mind because it kind of just makes up the mechanical parts of our being, and the soul transcends all of that. But I think we're heavily influenced by our gut. I think that's where our centric brain is. It's our nervous system. It's where we lead by instinct. And I think that when we fall in love, that it's a great indicator of
Neocortex.
whether it flows, whether it connects, whether it's good.
And I'm going to use also the footage of what you had said about that it's not necessarily about fireworks.
No.
That it's about that safety to be yourself.
Because sometimes that fireworks actually is can trigger past traumas, and it's teaching us to try and rewrite the narrative to an old trauma in order to heal that wound.
Okay.
So it's seeking a supercharged kind of feeling from someone who might actually trigger us in that same way, rather than seeking a peaceful, loving, safe connection.
Right.
Yeah.
And we confuse that excitement that can come from unhealthy places with passion or something like that.
Definitely.
Now, he did say something interesting, our friend Naz. He talked about the amygdala, which is a structure in the middle of the brain.
The fear center.
Fear and anger, yeah. Absolutely. So, what do we do with that regarding the gut and all of that?
I think it's all about regulating the amygdala. It's going into the parasympathetic nervous system.
Yeah.
Because when we go from that place, then we're making the right decisions. We're leading from a place of safety and comfort and kind of instinctive knowing of what's good for us. But when we're leading with that, we're kind of in survival mode and fight and flight, and we're just coming from a place of kind of where we don't feel safe.
Last thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So your husband asked me about what the idea of the interview was.
By IKEA.
Yeah.
And I talked to him about something that in a book I was just reading is called Naive Realism, which is the idea that it's almost pre-programmed into us. All humans sort of believe it, but it's that the idea that what we perceive and what we interpret is true, that we interpret and perceive reality as it is.
But it's so subjective that our reality can be someone else's complete lie.
Okay.
So I think it's real only to us through the lens of what we're seeing, because actually what we're seeing half the time doesn't really exist, because
Kernel.
Keep going. Yeah.
It's kind of something that we can only see, something that we can only see before us, because what you see and what someone else sees might be completely different.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of very individualistic. One man's lies, another man's truth. Well, there's only three sides to every story. Three sides. There's one side, there's the other person's side, and then there's a truth, which is kind of.
So that's interesting that you say that, because I was going to ask for what the truth is, because you mentioned that we have sort of our individual truth, the things that only are to us sort of true, but you talked as though they are. You talked as though they are true for us.
I think it's a blend. It's a blend. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien? Je ne parle pas français parce que je ne peux pas parler français.
Hey, Naz, dis-moi, c'est quoi le cerveau? C'est quoi l'esprit? La mente, qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Je m'en bats les couilles.
Ah ouais. Ah, tu parles français quand même.
No, they did not.
You said that.
This is me. No, I'm sorry.
No, I believe you said that and decided not to share it.
Thank you, don't share it.
Okay. So you said that since the hammer, you've seen more. You've seen more, and you believe in the things that you're seeing.
Yeah,
But you know a lot about the brain.
Yes, I love the brain.
Yeah. So do you think that every brain should trust every event in the brain? Like, do you think that my brain, me, that I should trust everything that happens in me?
No, there's a brain and there's a soul.
Ah, they're different.
Yeah, the soul can control the body. The body.
How does it do that?
The body is a robot. It's just like how do you call it?
I agree. It's just mechanisms.
It's a vehicle. It's the oldest machine that has existed ever.
Oh, that's not true. There are other species that existed well before us. Or you mean the body in general, a biological body? Plants, though.
Yeah, you can modify them genetically so they can glow in the dark.
Is it possible that the soul, the brain is the soul?
Yeah,
that's possible too. So these are the.
That is it.
Ah, I thought they were.
The God is inside of our brain.
The God is inside of our brain.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like the ghost in the machine?
The ghost in the shell.